my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I...
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Once again, it's Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Murray to air it out again. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, if you run plays like that, he will be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings sit 6-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangwu. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll go right back to Nwangwu. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give left side here for Nwangwu. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 19 yards away. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. 7-7, our score after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Start with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On second and long. Murray. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. On play action, it's Murray. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Calvin Austin, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Wilson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I think this is a free play for Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to Nwangu again on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get... So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bryce Love, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's pass. Double count right here. Double count.
This time, Wilson will throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Wilson. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 42 yards. And the Vikings get a late score in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's certainly not afraid to take some chances downfield. It gets paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another run now for Nwangu. We'll get this up to about the 44.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man. It's taken off for a Viking touchdown. Talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Love again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals! And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And Johnson's extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave them up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get big enough from their defense, or will they continue to score on offense?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give running right, Nwangu. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Double down right here, double down. Too quick.
Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
13 more yards.
Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Cardinal 1st down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Bryce Love, 44 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
His kick is good.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The tackle by Zach Allen. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this way past midfield before the end stop just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Wilson to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with him. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Have just about sewn up this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Love. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down there, they pick up the 25. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
He's going to go up top again. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's